and I'm back with one more video. I would not like to waste your time beyond 5 minutes in this video, like 5 to 7 minutes maximum. So what I want to share is last moment tips for DBT 2022. I'm assuming that whatever you've studied, you have gone through it multiple times. If not, then we'll see that what you can add to your preparation in these 3 days. Okay, so first one is revise and re-revise. Please do not fall prey to anything new now. Whatever you have studied is more than enough, right? Give them multiple revisions, like 1 2 3 4, as many as you can, in a healthy way. So revise and re-revise in the last moment. Second one is formula practice. As we all know, the strength of TBT exam is formulas, is mathematical aspect of the exam, right? That can make or break your selection. First, the number of seats are very less, and second, the exam is very dynamic in the sense that it may ask you maths, it may ask you reasoning, chemistry, whatnot, right? So anything in the mathematical aspect, if you practice it more, I think it will be beneficial for you in the real exam. So formula practice becomes the second and the most important one. Third one is do what is in your control. So why did I write this? Because many of you are anticipating regarding the results. First, you were not able to qualify CSR exams, and second is you're anticipating the fact that what if you will not be able to qualify DBT as well, right? So I want to ask you one thing, that has your exam happened yet? Has your result came yet? So nothing out of these two has happened. So what's the need to anticipate anything in the negative direction? If we are given the choice of thinking both right and wrong, and I think a good mind or a well formed nurtured mind should do one thing. He or she should be able to just take the all the energy in the positive thinking direction. Positive thinking means if I'm doing something, if I'll put in something, I'll definitely get something out of it, right? And second thing, if you're doing hard work, then you'll certainly get something out of it. First, if not success, then resilience. Let's not talk about you're not going to get successful. You of course are going to be, right? Something or the other you'll be able to learn after giving this exam. So do what is in your control. In your control is only to study, only to be healthy. Do not anticipate any negative results. So do what is in your control. Then the fourth one is do not add anything new, right? So there must be many videos coming. If they're not coming, then you must be searching to many videos, because it gives you dopamine shot that you're studying when you listen to videos, or you don't give reading, because reading takes a lot of attention. Therefore we start listening to the videos, we start watching to the videos, because it makes us feel as if we are studying. So do not add anything new. Whatever you have studied is enough. Try to give it revisions, try to give it practice, and whatever new you will add, you have left it because of some sense, right? You were thinking, say for example, there were three topics. Out of them you have done A and B, but you have left C. There must be something in your mind while leaving this C portion, right? So please take care of the fact that you left C, because you thought that either one, it is not very important, or second, it will be difficult to tackle it in these many days. So focus on your strength, not on your weaknesses. Therefore do not add anything new. Then come, make your own strategy. Do not listen to any topper strategy, but this is not the right time. If you would have done it 2 months 3 months later, or like let's say 5 to 6 months later, it would have been good to motivate you. But right now, do not listen to any topper strategy. Do not try to replicate that strategy, because it doesn't work like that. Everybody has their own comfort level, discomfort level, as well as reading. Some people are good at practicing questions, some people become very frightened when it comes to practicing questions, right? So you need to work on these technique of solving the questions at your own speed. You can't push yourself in 3 days. You can become something like raised to the power of 300 in 3 days only. You have a limit. Therefore make your own strategy at this time, so as to how you're going to give exam, how you're going to study in these 3 days. So make your own strategy. Do not fall prey to anybody else's strategy at this time. They can be any kind of topper, right? So you can also ask that, Manisha, why are you telling us what to do, what not to do? I'm not giving you any strategy, I'm not giving you any last moment strategy in the sense just get up at this time, go to sleep at this time. I don't do this because I think everybody has their own time period in which they are most active, they are most receptive. Therefore, make your own strategy depending upon those factors. Now, fix your sleep cycle. I am reinforcing it again and again that fix your sleep cycle. Do not become complacent on this area, because one, you have your exam in the evening slot, that is 3 to 6. If you're sleeping at that time, like from a long time, if you're sleeping like from 3 to 4 or 3 to 5, if you have that routine since 1 to 2 months, then mind you, you'll be less active at that time when you're giving the exam. So for 3 days you have to do one thing: just do not sleep in 3 to 6 slot. That's how your circadian rhythm is built, right? It requires many days, but I think 3 days will be good enough as to don't sleep between 3 to 6, right? Start studying at, what I would say, 1 to 2 in the afternoon. Just study and start studying at 2, such that your brain becomes optimally active at 3, and it will give you a good range of studying cycle between 3 to 6. This I'm saying because otherwise you might feel sleepy during your exam. So this is very scientific, backed by all the scientific explanations, research papers, that you need to be active at the time of your exam, which is going to happen in the real time. So while you're preparing, you need to be active mostly during this 3 to 6 time. Okay, so fix your sleep cycle. I know it's panic, and a lot of time you'll not be able to sleep these days, but these 3 days, take out some techniques and go for walk, do breathing exercises, do anything, but make yourself fall asleep, because then only your brain is going to give you a lot of good response. Okay, then comes plan the 3 days wisely. You need to plan the left out 3 days in a very efficient manner. So I'm telling you about the 3 days. If you feel good about it, then you can go for it. Otherwise, if you don't, then I am very sure that you have your own strategy at your own dispense, right? So day one is you have your notes and formulas, go through them again and again. Try to practice one or two questions from each formula. Try to know that if it is a question of series, is it following the plus trend, minus trend, average trend, sorry, average, not square trend. So what is happening in it? So study notes and formula in the day one. You have to devote your entire time to these things only. Then day two, go for genetics, because there are questions coming as to calculate the number of progeny, like the probability of getting this so and so progeny, calculate the number of gametes. And then there are questions from disorders, molecular genetics. Was that disorder autosomal recessive, autosomal dominant, or like sex linked, etc., etc. Pedigree, if you are comfortable at it, go for pedigree questions. So this day you have to do genetics again, questions and revisions. So you have to do what? You have to revise whatever you have studied on day one. Day one starts from tomorrow, that is 20th of April, right? So on, this will be 21st of April. So on 21st April, what you'll have to do is study genetics, then practice questions, and then revise whatever you have studied on 20th. Then come to day 3 is all in one, like just take out everything which you have studied and go through it like in a fraction of second. Do not give yourself a second thought. Do not judge yourself in the fact that, oh my god, I'm reading very fast and I'm not able to grasp the entire things correctly. It doesn't happen like that. Everything is written over your subconscious mind if you have gone through it multiple times, right? So do not judge it, just go for it. And in day 3, all in one, less is more means when you revise, you just minimize the amount of information from the plethora of information. So from this information you revise, re-revise, and it becomes written over your head. Then last one is self belief and hard work will always earn you success. So if you are following this thing, if you're doing and studying for exam, then definitely you're doing hard work. But I think self belief is extremely important. You need to think that if I'm doing something good, then definitely I'll be getting something good. Okay, success is certain for me. You should be reinforcing these positive affirmations to yourself, because if anyways thinking negative not gonna help you, right? So play with your mind. Whatever will help you, just think in that direction only. With this, guys, I'll take your leave. All the best, and I may release two more videos. One is on bioinformatics question compilation, and the second one is on 100 top topics which you should study for your DBTjrf, like which you cannot afford to leave for your DBTjrf exam. So soon I'll be releasing that. Take care of your health, your sleep cycle, and keep studying. Okay, so thank you, everybody.